Alright, so the first step is to get as comfortable as you can wherever you're sitting or laying down at this moment. If you need to move around and find a comfortable position, go ahead and do so now at this moment. And you're always welcome to do this with your eyes open and your eyes closed. It is completely up to you. And you can always stop at any moment that feels right for you to stop. Very well, so now I'm going to invite you very slowly, like you're about to go to sleep. Go ahead and close your eyes. Close your eyes and focus all of your attention on the way that you are breathing right now. Forgetting about everything else that is going on outside of you, and focusing only on your breath. Feel the air move in through your nose and mouth, down into your chest. Imagine that with each breath that you take, your body becomes more and more relaxed. Think about your arms. Feel your arms getting heavier and heavier. Feel the heaviness go all the way down your arms, down into your fingertips. Think about your legs now. Feel your legs getting heavier and heavier. Feel the heaviness go all the way down your legs, down into your toes. Feel your whole body becoming very heavy and relaxed. Imagine that within you is a park-like landscape with paths, woods, meadows, buildings, streams, and fountains. Within this park you can find all the times of your life, all the selves that you have been at all ages and in all places. Your inner world contains all that has ever happened to you and all that you have ever thought of or dreamed about. Imagine that you are walking down a path in your park. This path cuts through time and space, and you can visit any time of your past just by strolling along this path. Explore the path back through time until you come to your home, the place you lived when you were 4, 5, or 6, before you entered the first grade. Pick a time when you were frightened and unhappy. Perhaps the fight with a cousin or parents, or the scary time your father or mother came home, maybe under the influence, maybe mad, maybe sad, or the time where your mom just lost it and got hysterical, or the time you got lost at a store or somewhere else, or the time the bully at daycare threatened or attacked you. Pick a time where you felt frightened and unhappy. See your preschool self in that scene. Watch without being seen. How tall are you? Skinny or plump? What are you wearing? Are there any favorite toys around? What color are your eyes? How is your skin tone? Are you fresh and rosy from a bath, or hot and dusty from playing outdoors? As the traumatic scene unfolds, notice how scared or confused your preschool self is. Notice how your inner child tries to understand and make things right, even though the skills and knowledge aren't yet available. When the painful scene is over, take your inner child to a safe place and sit down together. Tell your younger self that you are visiting from the future, that you can be the kind, attentive parent that is missing, and that your younger self can count on you. Put your arm around your inner child and say, "I love you. I'm glad you are a girl. You are the only one like you in the world, and I like you just the way that you are. You are doing your very best. You just don't have much power to change what's going on. It's not your fault. I'll help you figure out how to protect yourself. It's okay to cry. You're good at thinking for yourself. You're good at imagining things. I'll help you separate what's real from what's imaginary. You can ask for what you want. It's okay to ask me any questions. Now try to sense how your inner child is interpreting the event that just happened. What does the child believe is going on? What does it mean to the child about his or her worth, lovability, safety, belonging, and so on? The child is confused and trying to make sense of things. Offer an explanation to your inner child that leaves her innocent and blameless for what happened. If there is a positive way to interpret the child's behavior, offer that now. Hug your inner child. Say you will see her again soon, and excuse yourself. Now change your point of view and relive the painful scene as if you were 4, 5, or 6 years old. Really experience the shame, the anger, the confusion, or the fear. And listen carefully to your older self and know that you were not to blame. You were doing your very best. Take as long as you need to complete this. And now, once again, relive the painful scene again from your child's point of view. This time, experience it as if you know your future self and already understand the positive messages your future self has given you. You will know this time what you didn't know before, that it's all going to turn out okay, that you will survive, that it's not your fault, and so on. This time, feel less pain in the scene. If it feels right, you can change the memory and react differently than you did in real life. For example, if you were lost at the fair, instead of sitting down and crying, you might find an adult and ask for help. Or if you were scared and alone in your room listening to your parents fight, you might imagine yourself singing songs to drown out their words. Whatever you do, don't blame yourself for not reacting differently at the time. You really were doing the best that you could. Also, don't change the actions of others in your scene. Even in imagination, it's important to remember that you can't change other people's behavior, only your own. When you are ready, in the scene and take a break. I will now count to 5, and at 5 you may open your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Welcome back.